Honestly, I've slept in so late this whole holiday just because this fucking bedroom has too much light in it and the bed's really uncomfortable, and I just God, I've just noticed my pillow. I didn't wipe my makeup off last night. I don't know if you can tell. And look at this disgusting. I don't know if you can tell that either. Look at that shit. It's gross. It's everywhere. But I just slept in late because I can't sleep. And now I'm like overtired and wasted half the day. So that's good. That's a good thing to do while on holiday. This is an awesome angle, by the way. Maybe I should just have it like here, like, hey guys. So now I have to get up, eat food, put clothes on, I guess, go out into the sunshine. That's tough for an emo kid. I have dyed hair and tattoos and the pastiest skin you've ever seen. Why would going out into the sunshine be something that people expect of me? We're leaving so early tomorrow morning that I won't get to see this. I think it will just barely be light when we leave. So here's the view one last time. It's very gorgeous. And then there's me dressed like an idiot. Look, I've gone for the same look as last night because I didn't pack enough clothes. Our OTD is shit from like 5 years ago at Glassons. Nobody jeans, day in, day out, literally my favorite brand. And some Birkenstocks because I'm that type of person. Very pretty. Around the corner. So high, like I just want that in me. So high. I don't even really know what that means, let's be real, but it looks so good. It's lit AF. I always say AF instead of AF, I don't know why. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, no, right next to Mum's, perfect.
Thank you so much.
That is a pleasure. Enjoy.
Oh, it looks so good. Yum.
There you go.
Apple pie. What type of pavlova is it, Mum? Chocolate and hazelnut.
God, that looks good.
And I don't remember what I ordered, but I'm gonna eat it anyway.
It's a sticky dough pudding.
Okay, I've left to go to the bathrooms and I have no idea where I am. I've come down a corridor, I put a code in to get through a gate. I'm in the jungle right now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording because it's bathrooms.
How are you doing it? Just because you clearly annoyed.
Don't do it. Thanks. Noosa Woody. Did you want a Woody, Mum? You sure? Jean-Philippe seemed so sure that he would be happy to pick us up on the way back.
Yeah, well maybe he was willing to do that if we took 2 hours, but not 3 hours.
Well, yeah, I guess it like that's the thing. It's like he can decide.
Then he changes over.
He can decide whether or not he wants to pick us up or answer your phone call or whatever. But you're such good friends, Dad. Can't believe he wouldn't
He's
answer
let
your
me
phone
down. A good friend.
You're on first name basis, so that's a sign. No one makes burgers like Gaston. No one cooks pies and fries like Gaston. Well, I was feeling very tired after 2 ciders, but now I feel like I could have another. Well, there are 2 beers and 2 ciders left to drink. And 2 magnums left as well. So get drinking, guys. So it's like 10:30 and I haven't done anything all afternoon. We came home from lunch and I was drunk and I actually felt really tired, but I was determined to not nap because we have to get up super early tomorrow and I wanted to be able to go to bed early and sleep through rather than nap and then like 4 hours later be like, well, I should go to bed and not be able to sleep. So I did not nap. Good on me. I managed to make it through. And we just ordered pizza for dinner because like nothing was open because it's public holiday. So we just ordered pizza and sat around and everyone was watching TV and I just went on my computer and used up the last of the internet because we had to pay for the internet, and I like wasn't intentionally like try and run it out, but I did. I used all the internet. I made it to the end of the internet, so that's all we did all afternoon. And I realized that I've been using Microsoft Word wrong for a long time. I mean, how do you do that? I don't know. I'm just special. I'm very glad to be leaving these beds, very uncomfortable beds, pillows that are basically a cardboard box. Like I could have gotten a box of cornflakes and I would have been more comfortable to sleep on than the pillow that I'm currently on. So I won't be unhappy to go back to my own bed, but flying home tomorrow I'm really nervous about, more nervous than usual. Mostly it's a time of day thing. I have like really weird like anxieties about like where we sit on the plane and like who sits together and what time we fly and all sorts of stuff. So hopefully gonna not feel too bad tomorrow once I've taken some medication, and hopefully I'll sleep tonight. And if I don't, hopefully I'll sleep on the plane and then I won't worry and someone will wake me up after we've landed and I won't have to think about it. But that's how I'm feeling, and that's kind of a wrap on the holiday, and I had fun. I really should go to bed, and I am actually really tired and exhausted, but I also have so much anxiety like inside my body right now that even if I do sleep, I have a feeling I'll have nightmares, which isn't fun. Those are my final thoughts on the holiday. Can't wait to go home. I just wish that I could drive home, even though it would take me 13 hours. I'd do it. I'd do it in a day. I've done it in a day before from, not from here, but from Brisbane to Sydney. I've done it multiple times. Coming up here, it wasn't too bad, my anxiety, but now going back, it's worse, and I'm worried that I won't handle it as well as I did on the way up. Because I've had a thought now, which I'm not going to say out loud, I've had a thought about it, about the flight and the time of day that it is, and it's insane, and I'm very consciously aware of that, and yet it's like a dog with a bone. Like my brain like won't let it go, no matter what else I say to myself and no matter how else I think about it. It's like it just keeps going back to that one thought, and I guess that's what anxiety is. It's just like being unable to let go of that one horrible thought and overthinking it and overthinking it and overthinking it and feeling like shit about it. And I don't know if my voice is shaking right now or if I can just feel my chest shaking right now, but it already just saying that I'm nervous is making me more nervous. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about my anxieties. And hopefully I can get some sleep. Maybe I should stay up for a little while longer. If I get up at 5:30, it's 10:30, that's 7 hours from now. I can have 7 hours of sleep. But if I stay up for an hour, I can have 6 hours of sleep, and then maybe I can sleep on the plane. Do you guys do that? Do you calculate the sleep that you're gonna get in your head? And then you go to bed and you're like, I think it's been 3 minutes. That means I'm gonna get 6 hours and 47 minutes worth of sleep. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. It means I'm gonna get 6 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and you like count down. It's like counting sheep, except not fun, and it doesn't put you to sleep, it just keeps you awake, counting numbers down. Okay, this is my second like rant at the camera for today. So this is day 5, whatever, signing off. Goodbye, good night, wish me luck.
It's 10 to 5 and everyone else is still in bed, but I have been awake for at least half an hour, if not longer, with just thoughts. And I feel better now that I'm out of bed and awake. Like they feel less imminent. But I'm still not feeling amazing, and I'm still not 100% sure if I'm gonna like actually get on, because I just feel so sure of my negative feelings. And I just took a Valium, so hopefully these feelings will go away soon. But then also there's a part of me that's like, well, what if you're right? And taking the Valium like stops you from noticing the things you should notice and whatever. But the last thing I said was like, maybe I should try to go to bed a bit later so that I'm so exhausted that I can actually get in a few good hours of sleep. And I didn't end up going to bed until like 11:30 or 12. I think I shut off my computer at 11:30 and then I like had to get ready for bed and, you know, get into bed and fall asleep. So I probably fell asleep at 1:45 or 12 o'clock. And it's quarter to it was before 4:45 when I got up. So but like 5 hours sleep, and I feel like absolute shit. And I just fucking hate having anxiety. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I could hire a car, I could drive home, but I have shit that I have to do today. Like, I have to go to the shop and do all of this stuff because tomorrow I start my new job. So like, I don't have time to drive home, but it just doesn't seem smart for me to get on this plane because I've got these thoughts. And then I was like, well, maybe I can just transfer to a flight that's like an hour or two later. But then I know that like my dad has to get back to go to work, so he's gonna get on that flight no matter what. No matter what I say. And I just don't want him to. Because I'm so sure. And then of course, nothing will happen. And they'll all be like, see Hannah, you were wrong. Like shoving it in my face. You were anxious about nothing, right? No. Like I'm really aware of how unfounded my anxieties are. Why I'm having them. I just need to stop thinking about it. I just need to give the Valium 10-15 minutes to kick in and just stop thinking about it. Hopefully I will sleep on the plane. I need to stop thinking about it. So that was literally the worst flight of my life. That's a lie. I've been on one worse, and we flew through a storm on this other flight. And today it was just clouds. There wasn't like a full-on storm, but it was
so bumpy, and I had 2 Valium. I took one when I woke up, I vlogged about it, and then I took another one when we got on the plane at like 7:15 when we boarded, and we took off at like 7:40 or something. So, you know, it only takes 10-15 minutes. So I had 2 Valium in my system, and I was quite nervous already. It was like taking off was fine, and then it was a little bit bumpy, but it stopped, and then the flight attendant started to freak out. And we went through some cloud, which was really bumpy, and I always try to look to the flight attendants, and like if they are terrified, then I know to be terrified. And one of them was quite young, and I think he either was new or just like wasn't good at hiding it, or just his face is one of those faces that looks worried all the time. I don't know. And I was like, oh my god, he's terrified, we're all gonna die. I ended up making friends with the guy across the aisle from me, because I was in the aisle seat and my mum was in the window seat. And he kind of went, it's gonna be okay, and kind of like went to like half pat me, and I just grabbed his hand. I was like, thank you so much. And I go, this is really normal, isn't it? This is normal. And he's like, I fly all the time, this is so normal. I was like, good, good, good. And the ladies next to him were looking at me, and the lady behind me like reached around the seat to like rub my arm to be like, it's gonna be okay, hun. And I was crying, like on and off crying. And sometimes I would like calm down and be like, it's all gonna be okay. And I was listening to music at the time and trying to play games on my phone to distract myself, but it was just impossible to distract myself. And every time we like shook to the side or dropped a bit, I'd go, oh, 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 really loudly. The entire plane heard. My dad and my brother were sitting like 10 seats forward, and they heard me, got off the plane, and they were like, made a bit of noise, did you? But it was a pretty bad flight, and at the end a couple of other passengers said to me, they were like, that's the worst flight I've been on, like you did well. And I was like, I didn't do well. I was having a panic attack the entire time, even with Valium in my system, and I was constantly crying, so I didn't do well, but we didn't die, so that's good. There was a point though where I was like, I feel like this is the end. Which is a strange feeling to have for the second time in 12 months. Like, that doesn't happen to me often. Like, I have panic attacks a lot, and I have a lot of existential crises, but like an actual moment where you're like, okay, this is the end of my life. The things that I wanted to do with my life are not going to happen. It was a very strange moment. So we've been home for a little while. We came home, we drove through the tunnels. Mum was like, do you want me to take the bridge? Because I don't like tunnels. I usually am like, no tunnels. But I was like, it couldn't be worse than what we've just been through. Go ahead. So came home through the tunnels. I've just unpacked everything because we were only away for a few days. It was very easy to unpack, and most of it just went straight into my washing basket. And I had a quick shower and did real makeup for the first time in a few days, like real eyeshadow, lip color, my proper foundation that I love. So I feel slightly back to normal, and I am just about to go up to the shops to buy black pants for my new job, because the jeans that I have, my nice black jeans that I was wearing all weekend, they smell, so I've got to wash them, so I can't wear them tomorrow because we got rained on and they had that kind of like wet dog smell because they didn't really dry out properly because I just kept wearing them. And secondly, they're too tight for me. So I've put on a lot of weight, and I'm aware that about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I made a video about how to eat Macca's properly. So I know what I'm doing wrong. I know that what I can do to change it. It's just getting back into a routine now, because not having a routine is not good for my mental health and not good for my ability to organize shit around nothingness. So going back to work will be good. Busy, but it will help me throughout the day. When I would usually be at work, I was just sitting around. So a lot of not moving and a lot of eating McDonald's has made my stomach, I'm padding my fat, but I'm not showing you it because it's the way I'm sitting. It really doesn't look very attractive. I got to go get new jeans, but I just want to get cheap ones because I hope that because they're not super tight. They're just tight when I sit down and eat a meal. So it's the type of like, I can lose that weight and fit back into all of my clothes that I own right now within a month, you know, of just stopping eating like shit, which I will do because I'm not at home all the time, and walking all day every day, which I'll do because of my job, so I can lose that weight. So I've got to go buy jeans. There was something else I had to do before tomorrow, but I can't remember what it was. Oh my god, you can see my room and how messy it is, but I'll show you what I'm wearing. Don't judge literally everything everywhere. But I just have my Birkenstocks on because I'm going to be trying on jeans, and I hate when you go to try on jeans and you have to like undo your shoes, take your socks off, try on the jeans, blah, 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 blah. I was going to wear a skirt, but because my thighs are fat and they rub together, walking in a skirt is like painful.
And I own bandelettes. If you are a chubby girl and your thighs are up together, purchase bandelettes. It's like BANDALETTES, bandelettes. They are amazing. They're these little like strips that go around your thighs so that they don't run together. They're good to wear under sundresses. But I don't wear a lot of dresses, so I just kind of don't use them that often. I'm not really used to them. I have used them a couple of times, but not heaps. So purchase them if you're a chubby girl, but I just didn't feel like it, so I just have old jeans on and these are ripped. I put them on and they have, you know, fashion rips, but I made a new rip in them also because I've put on weight, which is why I'm buying new jeans. And I just have this on to kind of cover the bumpy chubbiness of my sides. And I have this top, which is, I think it's like Kylie and Kendall and Kylie. Which ones are they? Kendall and Kylie, the like Jenner ones who aren't related to the dude who got OJ off. I don't really understand that family. Anyway, I bought it in America because it was cheap at like PacSun, and I think it's Kendall and Kylie, and it's a little bit see-through. You cannot tell in this camera, but I have like 2 white circles on my boobs because I'm wearing a white bra. Could probably just change my bra, but that's not going to happen. Also, definitely need to clean that mirror. Fuck it. So I'm going to go shopping. And that's all I have to say about that. I don't mind if my paws can't breathe. Who gives a shit? Like, they can die off like the bitches that they are. But I hate when my face feels really wet.